Never without its ups and downs, and this time, it all started with a seemingly fun New Year's Eve party that quickly turned into a nightmare. Nick Newman, used to the challenges of the Newman family, once again faced a dangerous situation that not only affected him but also threatened Sharon Newman, the woman he had always cared deeply about. Sharon's mysterious disappearance. It all started when Sharon received an invitation to the New Year's Eve party at Society, but she unexpectedly did not show up as planned. The first strange thing that appeared was when Nick discovered Sharon's car abandoned outside, the lights still on, but there was no sign of her. Nick was filled with anxiety. The terrifying thoughts of what could happen made him unable to stand still. Nick decided to take immediate action. He not only called everyone to ask about Sharon, but also personally searched the area around the abandoned car. The darkness of New Year's Eve seems to become even heavier when he realizes that Sharon's disappearance is not random. All signs point to her being dragged into a dangerous situation. Victor Newman in the key role. When news of Sharon reaches Victor Newman, he does not sit still. With all his experience and influence, Victor immediately joins the search. He understands that when Ian Ward, a character he knows too well, is involved, things are never simple. Victor has faced Ian before and knows the level of danger he is. He is not only a master manipulator but also a person who always has meticulous plans to achieve his dark goals. Victor warns Nick that Ian is definitely behind Sharon's disappearance. This makes Nick even more determined to find her before it is too late. Ian Ward and the nightmare returns. Ian Ward's return to Genoa City has caused waves of horror. With a reputation as a ruthless manipulator, Ian seems to have long planned to return to the city and sow more chaos. Although his main targets were Mariah and Tessa, Sharon's intervention made her an unwitting victim in his game. Ian, with his cold and calculating mind, used Jordan as a pawn in his plan. Sharon's kidnapping may not have been just an act of personal revenge. It was also part of a larger plan to plunge Genoa City into chaos, while exploiting the situation for secret gains. Jordan, a dangerous pawn in Ian's game. Jordan, with her blind loyalty and ability to hide her emotions perfectly, carried out the mission that Ian assigned her. Drugging Sharon and taking her to a secret location was not only part of a psychological manipulation plan, but also a way for Ian to send a hidden message to his old enemies. However, what is worrying is that Jordan's true role in this whole story has not been revealed. Is she simply an order taker, or does Jordan herself have her own motives for manipulating the game? Nick Newman, the unflinching protector. While everyone is still wondering how to deal with Ian, Nick has already begun to act. He searches for clues related to Sharon's possible location, from security cameras around the Society area to witnesses who may have seen something suspicious. With all his determination, Nick wants not only to find Sharon, but also to prevent anything bad from happening to her. He knows that time is of the essence, and every passing minute could make the situation worse. Victor, with his extensive connections and unlimited resources, agrees to cooperate with Nick in tracking down Sharon. The Newmans, despite their differences, are now on the same side of a common threat. Their partnership not only offers hope of finding Sharon, but also opens the door to confronting Ian Ward, once and for all. Victor also begins to dig deeper into Ian and Jordan's network. With the information he gathers, Victor believes Ian is up to something bigger. Sharon's disappearance is just the tip of the iceberg. Ian may be secretly building a new empire based on what he did in the past. As news of Ian's return spreads, Genoa City becomes increasingly chaotic. Those who were once his victims begin to feel fear, while others worry about what's to come. Mariah, Tessa, and now Sharon, are drawn into the center of a dangerous plan, while Nick and Victor must do everything they can to keep everyone safe. This chaos is not only a personal challenge for each character, but also a test of family relationships, love, and courage. Can Nick and Victor save Sharon in time? And is their cooperation enough to confront Ian Ward, the man who has become everyone's nightmare? Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that January 2nd was supposed to be a return to normalcy. But no one could have guessed that, behind that peaceful appearance, a series of terrifying events were waiting, starting with a confrontation between Mariah and her dark past. Ian Ward and the calculated return. Ian Ward, a name that makes anyone who has ever known him feel uneasy, has returned to Genoa City under the perfect cover. Playing the role of Warren Masters, a friendly prison chaplain with a reputation for helping those in need, Ian approaches Tessa at society with a kind attitude and sympathetic advice. With a fake smile and deadly charm, Ian quickly gains Tessa's trust. But the horrifying truth is soon revealed. Mariah, when she accidentally sees Tessa looking unstable in Ian's arms, immediately senses that something is wrong. Bad memories from the days she was drawn into Ian's cult came rushing back like a torrent. Ian had previously forced Mariah into an illegal marriage under his absolute control. He had used every means to manipulate her, from drugs to malicious psychological tricks. Now, Ian seemed to be doing the same with Tessa. Mariah, between reality and nightmare. Mariah not only discovered that Ian had contaminated Tessa's water supply, but also realized that he was using her confusion to cover up his crimes. In a clever way, Ian not only weakened Tessa physically but also made her mentally unstable. This pushed Mariah into a painful internal battle: save her lover or face the fear of her past. Despite her efforts to be strong, Mariah could not deny the horrifying memories that tormented her. Ian's presence not only threatens her relationship with Tessa, but also puts Mariah at risk of falling victim to this sophisticated criminal once again. Ian knows how to exploit Mariah's weaknesses, and he doesn't hesitate to use them to her demise. Jordan, the sinister plan with Sharon Newman. While Ian is preoccupied with manipulating Mariah and Tessa, Jordan, an equally dangerous character, is carrying out his own plans. Sharon Newman becomes Jordan's next target after being drugged and held captive. Jordan, with a cold calculation, seems to have prepared every plan to deal with it. Will Jordan take Sharon to a secret location to be held, or is this just a step in a larger plan to trap others? Perhaps, Phyllis will be the next card in Jordan's dangerous game. Jordan's staging of a kidnapping to frame Phyllis is not only a way to cover up his crimes, but also a means to indirectly punish his enemies. Tensions escalate in Genoa City. The events in Genoa City do not only revolve around Ian and Jordan. The relationships between the main characters are strained by overlapping conflicts. Will Tessa, in a state of confusion, realize the danger she is facing? What will Sharon, with her spirit pushed to the limit, do to escape the dangerous situation? And Mariah, how will she save the person she loves without falling into Ian's trap? Will the haunting memories of the past make her weak, or will it be the motivation for Mariah to confront the evil cult leader once and for all? The inevitable confrontation. As secrets are gradually exposed, Genoa City is facing an unprecedented storm. Ian and Jordan are both masters of manipulating others, and no one can predict their next moves. But because of that, people like Mariah, Tessa, Sharon, or even Phyllis, will have to unite to fight against the conspiracies that are engulfing them. Ian's return not only brings back old pains but also opens a new war. Genoa City will never be at peace while these people still exist. But will justice prevail? Or will darkness continue to cover this city? The story will continue with unexpected and tense details, promising to take the audience through every emotion. Genoa City, once again, becomes the center of the relentless battle between good and evil.